What's up, everybody? We got a few minutes on this. Figure I come on early just to make sure everything pops right, 'cause I haven't been live for a little bit. Well, hello, CBC, Todd, Kaysen, Blue for Sports Cards. How y'all doing? What's up, AJ? Oh, I just come on early, a few minutes like normal. What's up, Goody? Man, I'm gonna tell y'all what. You'll see some videos coming out because I did a lot of processing today. But I saw I mailed a package out express through the post office last week, Thursday or Friday, to PSA, and it has yet to reach its destination. It was supposed to be overnight, so fun, fun. Let me tell you. Basically, it turned out that the whole shipment from FedEx that they manifested over to him has not left at all. And we're talking about some big boy cards in that thing. Wow, a lot of people coming in here. Mr. Friday 13th, hello. SPF, Don't Talk to Robots. Adam. Can of Mackerel, what's going on? Metal Mayhem. Jason, Jay, Tommy's Breaks. Oh, no problem. It's just a giveaway I'm doing. I'll show it here in a few. I'll give everybody a few to pop in here. You guys see tomorrow's evening video, and it was just an impromptu one when it comes out. I was doing a search on eBay for some what do you call it? The Pelican cases to take your cards whenever you travel, lock and key. And I came across something crazy. What's up, Brian? Had 121 entries in this, 121. And I think we're like just under 700 to 4,000. I'm going to do multiple items on the giveaway for that. Okay, sounds good. Oh, thanks. Yeah, I tried to change what I was doing this year because I got a lot of emails and phone calls and messages about stuff, and it started becoming redundant to where I was explaining it to a lot of people. And I figured there was a lot of information that wasn't getting out to everybody, so I figured the best thing to do is just make it on videos. I will not mess with CSG. I don't care if David Adams is sponsor him or not. I will do CGC because they are the old ones that did the comic books. They look like they're similar labels too, but I would do CGC. What's up, Void? Big Ray's ball cards and auctions. Making sure I get her, buddy. I'll give it a few minutes here after 8, and then we'll run this thing. Yeah, 121. We're on it. I double checked spam comments to make sure nobody was went to spam. Hopefully, it's been taken care of through the old YouTuber. And then I only had like a couple of them fake guys that come on there and like give a timestamp and a video link to go to some evil site out there. What's up, Johnny? Tommy B. We got 23, 24 in here now. All right. Yeah, I told everybody 8 p.m., so I'll give them a few minutes after, just like always. I like to come on a couple minutes early just to make sure the stream's going good. I did earlier on this year. I ripped 2 boxes. One I pulled. I got it back here. It came in already. Where's it at? Here. There it is. The one box was crud, but I had like 4 boxes off the bat. I pulled That's the Green out of 99. It came in the mail finally. One guy pulled a Trout out of my initial stash. And this one I just bought. Just got it, so there's no idea what could be in it. Tommy's Breaks knows what I'm talking about with those time stamps. They come out from everywhere. Man, I'll tell you what, I haven't found anything. Even the guy that I sell my Pokemon to has come up dry all over the place out here, too. What's up, Justin? Victor? Primus Magnus, hello. I think I'm getting everybody. Oh, at least you found some Topps baseball, though. They accept Bitcoin now? I actually have Bitcoin. And I've had it since, I think it's 2010 or 11. I forgot I had it. That's how you know you made it as a YouTuber, when you start getting the comments. That's awesome. Todd, did you say you work for the post office? Dang, Topps Chrome. Yeah, this is no joke. When Bitcoin blew up to like 18,000 a Bitcoin, I had 5 Bitcoin total. And I bought them, like I said, like 2010 or 11, the dudes that were mining it. They wanted to buy some stuff and they sold it to me dirt cheap. Hey, Todd, Express Mail, where it's supposed to be there overnight, I guess gets signed over to FedEx. My package still has not left FedEx hands. They have the manifest, but the online is all jacked up. You have that same issue up there? Like, my priority mails have made it to PSA, but my express mail has not. And trust me, it's insured. But to get that insurance is going to be a pain if they have lost it. But I feel better now. I know the whole manifest is lost of like 300 packages. Or not lost, it's in FedEx's hands. Oh, that's nice. Got some good stuff out of it then. That's nice. A Jeter auto out of 25. I've seen those in here. Really, the regular, huh? Yeah, my priorities all made it down to PSA. They've been, I had to call and say, hey, you guys have stuff at your post office. And they laughed. They said they would send somebody down today. They did to pick it all up. But man, I'm telling you, my express shows that it arrived in Louisville on the 19th of February. Granted, I'm going to get my $37 back, they told me. But it was signed over to FedEx, and because of the storms, they said up there that FedEx is behind like 5 or 6 days. And I'm like, you got to be kidding me. What's up, Charles? Give it about another minute or two and we'll run this. I see everybody's starting to pop, and we got about 40. Yeah, that's what they told me. Because I had a long talk with her about mailing some other stuff in. And because express mail you could only insure to 10,000, they told me I could still do a priority, but I'd have to do a registered mail. And we just did like a stupid amount, like 150,000, and that was going to be like $100 just for the registered part. I ain't mad. I just want to make sure my stuff don't get lost or and FedEx is like throwing it outside in a Connex. Charles, if they lost my last package, I insured it for 5. The cards are now worth 6. It was supposed to be there overnight. Oh, next auction is going to be the second Friday. This next week, I have a large release coming in of multiple products, so we're going to do it March 12th. March 12th, next auction. Because I don't have any product that week. William, I found some stuff today that isn't crazy. I like Topps Chrome Black. What's up, Jimmy? Topps Chrome Black to me is is a great product. If you look at the checklist, then yes, it's very light on autos, but you have a good chance of like getting Jeter. There's no Bo Bichette in there though. I remember looking at this Jeter. You got Trout that's in it. You got the Lou Bob. This was pulled earlier by me, way back when. But I forget what was in the other box. I rebought into it later on. I didn't get anything good in it. I know that. But every now and then, I got to add on to my orders for free shipping. I'll take a box of Topps Chrome Black. I do hockey, but I collect Sidney Crosby mostly. And Lemieux, because I grew up in Pittsburgh. Oh, wow. Yeah, my first stack, I had 3 boxes, and I razzed them, and the one guy pulled a Trout auto out of 25 out of it. Then I ended up getting a box. That's where I pulled the Lou Bob. And then I had another box come in. I just got that on. I know it was nothing in it. Heck, I think we razzed the auto that night, actually, onto it. You might have won it, or we ran it as an auction. I really can't because the way the cameras are for a face reveal. If I would have had a laptop here, I could use that camera. I'd have to run a third camera. Because the top camera is already mounted in the wall, and this one's mounted on the desk, but it's a little bit movable, but I'll have to figure it out one day. Now, I got a couple Austin Matthew Young Guns, PSA 10, and I think there's a Beckett 9.5. There was another guy, I think it was it Nylander? Something like that came out that year too, because I have a PSA 10 of him, but I just threw those in my box to hold. Alright, I'm going to pull this list up while we're sitting here, and we'll get rolling here. Alright, so if you left a comment on that video, I should have replied, liked it, and gave the little heart emoji thing onto it. Jimmy Hoffa! But this was a list from going from the first person to the last. And I'll scroll through it kind of slow here. I just got to figure out... Oh, wait, I'm on the wrong screen. I'm not going to read all these names because I'll go crazy here. And if you changed your name, it's under whatever name you left the original comment as. Double check the list twice today. Stemmers should be the last person on to it. Alright, hold on. I can get my mouse back up here because I was going slow. We're about halfway right now. There it is. Now we're done. I'll let the video catch up real quick. I'll get her on here. She's out cold. The cleaning lady came. She brought her kid, and he played with her for like an hour. She's out. She's so tired. I don't even think she's snoring under me. Well, when I moved her here, she was. So for 4,000, we're gonna do, I think, like either top 3 or top 5 people win when we hit 4,000. So But this one's just going to be top person wins the box. It was on the screen a little bit ago. All right, let me scroll that back up. All right, thank you everybody for the support. I do appreciate it. Let's roll here. I had to find where the dice roller was. 3 times on the dice. Gonna go 5. It's gonna be a short one. As you guys can see up here, this is my own account, and I'll show you at the end the code and all that. All right, good luck. Top person on 5. Making sure I have nothing in there. It's blurry? Hold on. Is that better? I just changed it. Let me know if that's good now. Because I'm seeing off of the main screen. Okay, alright. Thanks, guys. Alright, let's roll. I'm going to have to scroll down a little bit further here now. 5 times, top person. Good luck. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5th and final time. DC Irish. I'll scroll back over here in a minute to see if you're in the chat. I'll put the code to chat here in a second, guys. That's our code here. And I think how I get to this again. There used to be a thing that said view my other giveaways. There we go. Only one there. Last one was the members only giveaway. The DC Irish is the winner. Congrats, sir. Let me pull this up on my other screen over here real quick. Oh, it's making me log in on the other computer. View my giveaways. This. Full copy. Coming back over. And that's you guys click that link, it'll take you to there. You can see where you're at each round. But DC Irish, congrats. I'm going to flip back over here in a second. DC Irish in here. Nathan. Void. All right, Void. No, but if you're in second and he doesn't claim it, he has 72 hours to claim it. And we've already had to go through it once to where it went to second place. So make sure you keep your eyes open in case I have to do another video on it. I'm just going to go back up here and see if I see him anywhere. Okay, nope. All right. Yeah, a lot of times it's not the resolution. It's that the random.org will go back to a smaller font. So I just got to hit the old Control Plus onto it. But see, I only see what's coming out of XSplit in the main window that I use. So it's kind of hard for me to see this stuff. Let's see if he pops in here or not. All right, if he doesn't, it's in the thing, 72 hours to email me. And then if not, I'll do another video, and then Russell Rice, you'll be the winner. We'll just keep going down the road. I live in Kentucky right now. I grew up in Pittsburgh, near Pittsburgh. Probably about 45 minutes, maybe an hour away. DC Irish is the winner. Let me throw it back up. And then you got, if he doesn't claim it in 72 hours, so let's say Friday, Saturday. If he doesn't claim it by Sunday night at like 8 p.m., I'll just bounce the video out. He'll go to second place. If second gets with me, he gets it. If not, we just keep going down the road. I don't know, Charles. They just hit me with select football this year. The only thing I scored was one hobby box. I didn't get any hybrid or nothing out of it. I haven't seen prison basketball at all. I'm guessing that will not be out probably until April or May right now. Although I will say Panini doesn't have a whole lot on the schedule from like verified stuff for allocations past second, third, maybe week of March. They're supposed to be coming out with select retail. I don't know if they're starting with football or basketball this year. Just another way to overpopulate the product. Shameful. That's why you'll see me a lot of times. You'll see me get into NT, iMac, and stuff like that, to where there is no retail. Flawless. Um, Bowman's Best is another one. There's no retail of it. I used to hunt and fish, William. That's about it. I mean, literally, for people to hear from me every day, like I work my day job and I get done and I'm straight on cards till who knows what time. I'm literally 2 weeks behind on DVR series right now. Charles, it is. It really is. Now, depends on the base will definitely devalue it, but if they keep like the scopes and certain stuff only to hobby, those will be fine. Too many hobbies. Oh, it's going to be a huge money grab. You know, a lot of people, because they'll see products. I mean, Bowman's Best is great if you can get it when it first comes out. But if you start looking at all the products that transfer over to retail, it's oversaturated. So you got to get the limited hits out of this stuff, grade them if possible, and then hold those. And I know Charles and me were talking about this one night in here. Um, I sell a lot of my base rookie cards that are graded PSA 10, whether it's Zion, Jaw, whatever it may be. And then I buy something that's numbered because if the market would go down, the base are going to be affected the most because of the population, even with population reports on grading, versus a card out of 99 or out of 25. Ugh. I would probably rather have the Series 1 hobby. Because there's certain cards that are in hobby that are not in the hangers. Honestly, if I was going to buy Series 1 again, it would be Jumbo because they are exclusive to the golds. I'll be honest, if I was to buy Select again, I'd buy like 2017-18 basketball. That was I think that's when it really started, Select basketball. It might have been 16-17, I can't remember. I think it was 16-17 they started it. Yep. I mean, that's seriously what you got to do. And if anybody doesn't know, there's hedge funds that are now out there and with for cards, and that's why you're seeing like Jordan rookies. Well, that's kind of a bad example. Gretzky rookies and all this stuff going for obscene amounts because people are going to buy in. There might be like 100 spots, and then they take if they pay 200,000. They're saying, okay, it's X amount per spot. You own a percent of this card. They're treating it like stock. Aloha! Oh, doing a card show, David. Nice. Good luck down there. If you're setting up, I don't know if you're setting up or just going to watch. Oh, they have now, huh? I didn't know they put the limits out. I know there's some big old lines now in places. Oh, not much. I just ran a giveaway for 3,000 subscribers. Just waiting to see if I think it was DC Irish pops in here or not. If not, we'll give them 3 days to email me, or I prefer to email, but get in contact with me so I can get this to them. If not, we gotta move down the line. I'm going to tell you what, Hoops is very, very overpopulated because people come out with team sets. Last year, I bought into team sets for Hoops, and I ordered like the top 5 or 6 rookies. The sad part is, they still owed me like 10 team sets of the Pelicans and the Grizzlies, which the manufacturer decided just not to make. And they were stupid amounts. I think we were paying like $5 a set. They asked me again this year. I told them, no, you burned me last year. Not doing do it again. There's a lot out there of Hoops. But Hoops is very hard to grade, too. Appreciate it, man. Appreciate it. I'm telling you, I'm going to come to Hawaii next 2-3 years back to Oahu for like a week. We'll go head out to one of the clubs down there. If Nicholas is still up in there and stuff like that, I remember that restaurant. That was like the most expensive restaurant there was at the time. Huh. Yeah, I haven't really paid attention to it at all. Oh, yeah, I'll hit you up because if I don't stay, I'm going to see what the Hale Cola charges me for room rental first. If they're still like really good priced, I'll stay there. If not, I'll just splurge and I'll be at the Hawaiian Hilton for sure. Because trust me, I won't be driving much. I'll be walking. I might roll up to like Schofield for the day and head up to like I just lost the name of it all. Up to the pipeline and stuff. That might be about it for a day. There was a lot of stuff I would like to see now that I'm older than when I was younger. Going up Diamond Head or seeing Koli Pass, stuff like that. But yeah, definitely. You'll see me down. I'll probably go down towards Hawaii Kai anyhow. There's that blowhole. I don't know if it's still there or not. Before you would get on to, you go past Hawaii Kai, travel around the island. It was way before Hanama Bay. I'm just wondering, is old man Cutter still, or is it Cutter still own all the dealerships out there? I'm sure he probably passed away by now. His kids probably own it. Oh, dude, I can't surf no more. My back's done. I'd love it. Yep. But those team sets, from what I looked at when I was buying them, a lot of the cards were like 8s in it because they just never packaged them well. Cutter's still there? Okay. I worked for him for a little bit when I was there. I was like their weekend guy that would come in there, and the dealers in there used to hate me because I would just bring dudes down that had bonuses and stuff, and I would black screen, what they called the black screen in the back, or some people would call it a blue screen. But I would look in there and see how much my profit was, and I'd shrink it down to like 100, $200. Man, yeah, rumors you said shut down, Scruples. Oh, I'm trying to remember some of the clubs that were out there. Zanzibar was another one. Moose's. They had to break down there where I guess you could say it was the south side of it all. You had like the Cellar, the Red Lion. There was a Shorebird Lounge. It used to have 95 cent Mai Tais. Oh man, we used to go down there from 6 to 9 and get blasted. Then you'd go to like Moose's and you'd have like 2 beers all night. Yeah, Zanzibar was in that like little mall thing over there. Man, I missed Hawaii. Woo. Tell you what, go there, you get tan, and there's something in your pigment afterwards that, like, as soon as you got in the sun, you just, like, tan instantly. Really, Shorebird is still going. They used to have 95-cent Mai Tais, and I think at, like, 9, they would start karaoke in that hotel. And we found it one day by mistake. And we just went there to get some food and that. And they had 95-cent Mai Tais. And I mean, we were ordering them as doubles in there. I remember spending like 20, 25 bucks in there, and you would have a great buzz going and then go club hopping. Yeah, my first time in Waikiki, I'll never forget that we went down there. And, I mean, we just got there on like a Friday. They gave us the weekend off before we started checking into the base. And like I couldn't believe how many homeless people there were, and these guys were telling me stories that like their states gave them like $10,000 to get rid of the homeless and send them to Hawaii and stuff. Craziness. Oh, Hawaii, Justin, was a great time. I lived there for 4 years. Yes, that is the one thing. When it dips to the 70s, you're cold out there. I do know that. Yeah, I figure if I come out, I'm gonna come out like after the summer ends, like probably like right after Labor Day, to where most of the tourists are already gone. Either gonna be next September or the following one for sure. Well, you weren't on top, Carmen. How you doing? Oh, see, yeah, David lived out there for a year. Yeah, I'll tell you. We used to do some crazy stuff in Hawaii. We would sit there and watch, and they used to have this TV channel. It would tell you the Navy ships that were coming in. It would give you a hotel report with the percentage of hotels and what their occupancy was. That was some wild times. There are. You have to be on your computer to get to them. Okay, sounds good. On the computer, you can't do it from your phone. The only reason I found out is Greg told me when he subscribed. You got to do it from a computer, and below the video it'll say like join a bell, and I think it says like subscribe. I think you have to hit the join button if I remember right. All right, Jason, take care. Appreciate you stopping by tonight. But yeah, we'll run the auction. Next auction will be March 12th. I'll get a video out on it probably for like Monday or Tuesday. It's a heavy product week next week. I have Donruss baseball, Pokemon, Panini One football, Revolution basketball, and there's plates and patches. You might be able to do it from the iPad. Or if you do it from your phone, don't go through the YouTube app. I think somebody said they had to do it from their browser. All right, Void, take care, man. Ah, that's right. I forgot about the Polynesian Culture Center out there. Yep. Dude, I'll never forget because like my platoon sergeant was from Hawaii, big Samoan dude. Like when I say big, I mean like cut. And he used to take me around places and stuff out there and introduce me to some people. I used to hang out in Waianae. Boy, things they'd call me. Woo! But they were all cool with me. They used to like have pig roast on the beach. What's up, Sticks? How you doing? I ran the giveaway earlier. I'm just waiting to see if the guy comes in. It's DC Irish is the winner. He's got 72 hours. Somewhere in the chat. Oh, you know what? I'm just going to post it and pin it to the top for you guys that want to see the stuff. Let me pin that. Now I have to keep retyping it. That's the link to the when we ran it earlier. I just been sticking in here hanging out. I have to get a breather, man. It's been a crazy week, and I'm finally starting to get into what I need to get loaded into the store. Tomorrow, I think the first video at 12:30 in the afternoon Eastern time is a box break of Optic, but there's another one I scheduled for like 5 or 6 p.m. I just found it on eBay. That's more of like the scammer type stuff. I don't think it's a long one. I think I was definitely way under 10 minutes on it too. But crazy some of the stuff you find. They are, Charles. They are. The last 2 weeks, I pushed out. Actually, let me take it back. In the month of February, I pushed out 13 PSA orders. So I pushed a lot out into the month to get everything I possibly could. I even put a massive ultra modern of 100 and some cards together. What's my thoughts on Jab's family? I don't really watch him at all, Justin. He lives where I grew up at, but he didn't grow up in the same area as me. I think he just moved there. I got mixed opinions, to be honest. I mean, I think it's great with what he does, trying to bring people back into the hobby, but I mean, I don't know. I don't do the Patreon stuff and that. No, it was DC Irish. At the pin at the top is the link to the random I ran. HGA grading, I am not touching. I thought about it really hard. And recently I've seen a lot of errors that are coming out with wrong names to even bad grades onto a cards. And it's more than one or two. A buddy that I knew sent about 5 or 6 PSA 7 and HC crack just to see, and everything graded a 9 or higher. So I'm gonna stick with the older grading people just because I'm just not digging the new stuff. I'm not about change. Nothing against them or nothing. It just they'd have to lay a lot more work in before I do it. Justin, I just don't do the Patreon stuff like that. There, I did the members thing here because it gave an option for it, and I figured it'd be something cool for the channel. But I don't know. Even if I did breaks, I would just still open it up to everybody, just not certain people. You'll have to let me know on that, Charles, because I was almost going to send some cards tomorrow night, get in the system. And when I saw the cards that were graded PSA 7 and 8s, granted, it's all about the people, PSA that look at them. But coming back 9s and 9.5s, I just don't agree with. See, the thing with it, Justin, some people are out to make money. Some people like the what they call it, the clout and fame and stuff like that. I just don't see it. I mean, to me, I don't want to make money off of people to watch my videos, and that's why I do giveaways like this. Because if there, whatever the money comes in from ad revenue and whatever other stuff there is, I just usually put it back into it. What's up, Giuseppe? Yeah, 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 Chris. I try to just do it. It's open to everybody onto the breaks. I just wouldn't do it that way. That's just me. I'm an old school breaker, man. I started getting in breaks back in oh man, I was in Georgia, so probably 2007, 8, somewhere around there when they were doing hockey breaks. and then really got into it probably like 14 or 15 when it was Vaughn TV. I see what you're saying, Charles, onto it. My fear with them, well, I guess you could flip it around. I know some people want to try or send stuff out 60-day. I just can't see paying that money for a 10-day or a 30-day. Yeah, yeah. A lot of people are that way onto it, Chris. Yeah, like I said, a lot of people, I could see that if I was doing YouTube as a full time thing and I didn't have a regular job, nor the baseball card aspect too, and it was the only thing I was doing was YouTube, then I could see what they do, but I don't know. I just have been one of them people where I don't know. The ad revenue I got, and that's what I usually use for giveaways. Where I have the prices lower in the store on cards, I use that percentage into it as well too. Like where say something's selling on eBay for $100, I might list it at 85. So I try to use it in different aspects to where it can help other people out and stuff on buying stuff. I don't know. That's just the old person in me too. I'm the type of guy when I set up the card show, I give like kids come by my table packs of cards for free and stuff. So oh, CGC. CGC is the one that does the comics. I know that. Pretty sure it's CGC. I don't know. I might try them just because they're reputable with comic books. I think they require a subscription, if I remember right, in order to submit. I've always been that way from the card shows and stuff, giving stuff away. I mean, you gotta look at it. There's so many platforms now that you really can't base eBay as like your sales prices. A lot of times I look at like a lot of people will take, in the Raz rooms, they'll just knock their stuff down below what's selling on eBay just so they don't have the hassle with it and stuff. Huh. I didn't know they were calling it something else. I thought it still was under CGC. I'll have to look it up. I don't know which one it is. Oh yeah, yeah. I'll get like behind me is like 2020 Top Series 2 hobby boxes. I'll usually bring a hobby box with me. I'll open it up and just give it packs away. No, I do that to shows because I have to pay for shipping now. That's why I do that stuff. I'm not sure. Always look at it's called the Beckett Venue Manager, and it'll tell you anybody that has shows going on because it's free for the per people running the shows to put it in there. It takes a couple days for it to post. Backlog is killing PSA, but I mean, with any company, you're going to have scandals, issues, and stuff like that there. And people will stay loyal to PSA. Oh, okay. Yeah, I knew there was something with it. Maybe it is CGS then. because I know CGC is the main company onto. It's almost like how PSA is owned by Collectors Universe. There'll be times on here where I'll have extra hobby boxes, and I did it last year once to where it was like 3 or 4 products, and I took it at the lowest possible that I could sell it for, and I made up like extreme boxes. So I think it had like 2 or 3 packs Topps Chrome, 2 or 3 Stadium Club, couple packs of Archives, and then I took graded cards and put it in certain boxes, and you got a random box based off of random.org. I do stuff like that every now and then. Oh, if you would see my spreadsheet right now, it's huge, huge with the stuff out of PSA. Right now, I think I have 2 in grading, 5 in research and ID, and probably like 15 that are still just arrived, not even logged in. It's just I send in every 3 to 4 weeks. Charles, after what I've seen with some of that AI stuff, I'm not a fan of it right now. PSA 7 and 8's coming back, 9s and 9.5s. They're going to have to do a lot more than a fancy slab to get me. Or it's not even a fancy slab, a fancy piece of paper. What's up, Jeff? Hey, buddy. Wait to see if I see DC Irish pop in here or not. Give him a little bit more. I was setting in like 10 cards regular. I was trying to keep my value stuff all under 50. And then recently, this past month, when I found out that they were going to start raising prices March 1st, nobody knows if it's just value. And they don't know if it's going to be a set limit that you can do per year or per quarter. So it'll be interesting to see what they do on Monday when they push it out. Huh. You got some card shops in Vegas opening up. That's a good place to really go, too. Because you got to think people are going to need money when they start losing in the casino. They'll just take their cards and pawn them off out there. Just like they used to do with their Super Bowl rings and stuff. You know, somebody was talking to me about doing a virtual card thing like with a bunch of people, and I just don't want to use StreamYards because you got to pay for all that stuff. My streaming program, I think I paid $100 for a lifetime on it. Well, the value is $15 up to $199. It used to be 20 under economy. Economy got suspended like end of September last year because I only got like 3 economies left out from last year. And then they brought the value from 50 minimum down to 20, I believe, or 25, something like that. Oh, wow. Oh, I'm telling you, Charles, it's not like the old days. Everybody's paying like top dollar for stuff because they want inventory right now. It's insane. I had some other company reach out to me. It's like going to try to do like StockX and ComC and all that stuff. And they wanted to buy up like all my base rookie cards. And they were like had a big spreadsheet of what they were paying. And I'm like, no, dude. No, I'm good. I think they're gonna set a limit on what you could send in per quarter. I have a funny feeling onto it. My idea is I think they take modern to 20 a card, and I think ultra modern will go to 25 a card. And if they set a limit, it's either going to be by quarter or by year per your subscription, minus the dealers. They might really limit the dealers down to how much they can send per month, like Beckett did a while back. Oh, that's the best way of doing it. Open up, put stuff away. I don't know if I have any Frank Thomas stuff out being graded or not. I'll keep my eye open when stuff comes back. The website's extremecardbreaks.com, but I don't think there's any Frank Thomas stuff on it. I have a bunch of people bought a bunch of stuff out of it already because I just ended up updating, and I got to put probably another 60 cards in it here. My goal is to have that all complete, putting the cards in before the weekend ends. Oh yeah, I went through a box the other night, or it was a couple weeks ago, and I found silver rookies, a um, Juju, James Comer, Dobbins, Mitch Trubisky, and two Mahomes. I didn't even know I had them stacked in this box. I kept all the silvers that I pulled during that year because I wasn't going to grade them at the time. Because I think like Mahomes might have been like a $30 or $40 card, and I put them in a box. I didn't even know I had them. Oh man, I mean, I sold a bunch of 5,000 count boxes a while ago to a buddy of mine. I have no idea what was in them. He could be making a fortune right now. He probably picked up 15 to 20 of them at one time because I was trying to get my way to the back of the closet to get all my cases up into my safe. And then I bought another safety deposit box to take the cards that were in my safe down there. And, oh, it was just painful. Yeah, I was telling, I don't know if CBC's still in here. I was telling him when I moved in here, I was buying SP Letterman from, I don't think it was 14, 15 Upper Deck. Well, anyhow, I was flipping through because at that time frame, you were hunting the Shaq auto, the LeBron, and the Jordan stuff. Well, I found three Giannis rookie autos that I had in there. There were redemptions that I redeemed. Forgot all about them. That no namer is a hard one to find. And I know we had them when we were kids too, because I remember them. We bought them in the grocery store, and they were the ones that were, we call them cello packs back then, is what they were in. Nice, 19 Shaq rookies. That's good. Now, the things I find sometimes, I amaze myself. I'm like, I didn't even know I had them still. Oh, computer's trying to go to sleep on me. I had at one time last probably like October, November, I won three members only sets from Stadium Club Basketball. I think it was 92, 93, whatever one the Shaq rookies in, maybe 91, 92. I sold one at 400, and I still have the other two because the Shaq and the Jordans are like in great condition. I would probably say minimum grade is going to be a 9, possibly a 10. And I have those that are locked up now because they're still in the binders and they sent them in with their certificate and all that. Everybody's gonna have their own choice on their number one. I've been a Michael Jordan fan since '88. But honestly, I don't have time to do fact checks on everything on Jordan versus LeBron and Will Chamberlain, Dr. J, and all that. He's my number one player because I collected him since way back then. That's the only reason I liked basketball when I was a kid. Yeah, there's no name Franks. They're expensive. Depends on what the card is. I think IMAX are going for around 1100, but I wouldn't grade. I set mine off to be graded, but they're going to be hard grades. If I was to buy a Justin Herbert auto right now, to be honest, for grading, I would look at Mosaic because those the Mosaic that are not base, that are like true mosaics, they grade a lot better. I started collecting in 84. 84. I had to think about it for a minute. But I didn't start getting into I got into basketball in late '88. I remember that because my dad used to like do booking and betting, and I just was watching a basketball game one day with him, and it was Michael Jordan was on. I thought it was great. Okay, yep, I'll send you an email if I ever do. Buddy, you're right. It is. It's just going to be a big debate over generation. I mean, you got to think Jordan went to college. He took breaks. It's all there. I mean, we would never know. It's two different styles of basketball, too. I mean, look how rough they were back in the day. Them dudes used to beat down the star players, especially the Pistons back in the day. Yeah, that'd be my bet. Would be Mosaic, and that's just me thinking out loud right now with what came out. Prism is very hard to grade. The centering and the divots on them. I was looking over somebody's cards the other day, and I was showing him divots that he didn't even see under magnification. Um, Optic might be a nice one, but since it's brand new, you're going to pay premium on it. Then you got to worry about centering. IMAX a nice one too. You know, I was thinking about that the other day. How the basketball games back in the day were like seemed a lot longer. Hey, what's going on, 775? I've not seen DC Irish pop in yet. Better at least try to give him a little bit of time. And if he want to shift or ripped, or maybe he might not even get in touch with me. Wait, I got an email. Maybe he was on his phone. Nope. Look at that as soon as I'm done here. I'm sold out of baseball in the store. The next lot of baseball that will be in is going to be Inception. I'll have 6 boxes, 6 boxes of Heritage, and 6 boxes of Topps Opening Day. I know 4 boxes are already gone of Opening Day. That's a good point, Charles, right there. Yeah, if he doesn't hit me up by Sunday, like 8 p.m., then I'll put a video out, and then I know you'll be watching for sure. Oh yeah, it was a while ago. I did it like 8:05. This was it here. I was showing everybody because there was only one drawing in my box, but that was round one, round two, round three, round four, and then the winner on top, round five. But for 4,000, I'm going to do either like top three or top five. Will get something. I'll start picking stuff up over the next couple weeks for it. I'm thinking about getting a couple mosaic basketball hangers in there as like, fourth or third, fourth or fifth place. Because those are great right there. Because you get the reactive oranges in it. You got a chance at silvers, the base rookies, then autos, Genesis chances. Yeah, my thing is like once LeBron's done, how will Luca be the person that carries the shoes afterwards? Don't know. What's up, Eric? That could be Zion. Zion's been putting up some points lately. I think he's stopped concentrating on the whole other aspect except for scoring. Yeah, I was thinking about picking up a couple blasters of it, that just to have in stock to use as like, you know, down the line type. And still have like number one will get something good, bigger, and then like two something medium, then like maybe three, four, and five will get smaller prizes. He's only undervalued until somebody talks about him, and next thing you know, his stuff will shoot all through the places. Yeah, I put it up on top because I started posting it and then I was on for a little bit and it got buried. I don't know if the death of PSA is coming. There's a lot of loyal PSA collectors out there. A lot. There's so many people stuck in their ways that they'll probably never leave PSA. Yeah, the quarterbacks are big time for at least for football. Baseball, if they start cutting it down to double headers, 7 innings, and all this other stuff, it will. They won't be able to pad stats like they used to at all. March 1st, they're just going to raise prices. and probably limit people. I mean, it's going to be the same thing Beckett did a while back. I don't think they're going to touch anything from regular and above in prices. I think it's all going to be their value stuff. Because after talking to dealers that had the inside scoop or whatever you want to call it, they're overpacked of regular stuff due to the fact people are just sending everything in. And that's what hurt them. Yeah, that's right. Runner on second, too. I forgot about that. Yeah, that's going to be different. I don't know. I haven't been to a baseball game in probably 3 years now. Wait, I might have lied. When was the last one I went? 16? I think 16 was the last one. So almost 5 years. Casino up there used to give me free Cincinnati tickets every year. Oh, Beckett's way out price range. It's long, but it is what it is. There's a lot more people in the hobby now. That's the big thing, and now the big boom. Nobody was ready for it. All right, Justin, take care. Appreciate you coming by tonight. I don't know. We'll see what happens. Either way, I'm still loyal to PSA regardless. I've been using them since 2002, maybe one. I mean, I might have to limit what I send into them because the price range, but I know a lot of people say there's all kind of scandals and stuff with all the companies. It's going to happen with everybody out there, especially with social media. I mean, look at HGA; they got hit hard with putting Patrick Mahomes' name on a card of Clyde Edwards-Helaire. There was the dinged up card they said was damaged when they replaced it in there. There's a bunch of stuff. I've been in since '84. I mean, everything changes. We'll see. What's up, Jay? Brandon Cooks to 99. Brandon Cooks to 99. Oh, I ran the giveaway earlier. I was waiting to see if the winner popped in here at all. No, I got one email, but it's not from him. A lot of people never seen how these randoms are run that I do. A lot of people use the pick. What do they do? That thing, that pick comment generator thing. I actually just take names and put them in random.org. It's a verified account and good for 30 days. All right, Charles, take care. Oh, everybody's going to have hiccups along the way. It's going to be what the investors want overall. No, it was DC Irish. Yeah, comment picker. I just don't like that one. I'll email the guy back and hit me up onto it because I know the way I do it's more old school onto it. I mean, granted, if I had like 500 comments, I probably still would use random.org, but if I was in a time crunch, yeah, I'd probably use that program. Oh, thank you for watching the videos, man. I appreciate it. We'll run one here at 4,000 again, but I'll probably run something in between there, so just keep your eyes on videos. I just got to hit something in the boxes I'm opening. It's been bad. Well, DC Irish, I've been waiting for you. Congrats, sir. You are the winner. Right there, on top. Right there, wrong screen. I'm tired. One right there on top. A label's one thing. I don't know. People are going to switch. It's going to be about what they want. DC Irish, I can ship this to you like this. Or if you want it opened, I can open it and I'll put the three if I lied right. Yeah, the 3 regular cards and top loaders and ship it that way. It's up to you. I just need your address or an email. No, thank you. I just got to type my email out because I don't have it pinned. Make sure I typed it right there, man. There you go. Oh, that's on him. I could set it sealed or ripped. Some people want me ripping the stuff on camera. That started like a year ago. You want me to rip it? Let me grab some glovages. I guess the room wants you to rip it. Yeah, it's up to you. Whatever you want. I could, like I said, I could ship it whole. Don't matter to me. A lot of people always want for it. All right, I'll go for it. Good luck. Let me get the gloves on. And let me grab top loaders out over here. I'm always curious what's in these things. May, you have the big hit in here. Oh, garbage box. I need the little... Just so you can see, this is blank. I don't know which card's on top. Oh, they got foam on top. Never mind. We're going to take the pack out first. If I can find where it opens at here. Here we go. And I would hold this up a little bit more. That'll stay down. I'll put a couple of these onto it. There we go. Carter Kai Boom. It'll start. Oh, I have the camera pie. Carter Kai Boom base. Oh, 55s. I think these are... No, those are not 55s. There we go. Get back to your home. Francisco Lindor. You know, I do too, but I like it that it's limited. I also like it's not a retail product. Trevor Bauer will be out of $199, I believe. Yep, $199. Alrighty, let me put them off. Ooh, there's your foam. Let me see which way the card goes here. Alright, this way. Uh-oh. I saw the logo on the bottom. May it be with you, man. Luke Voigt out of 50. That's still nice. Nice. I saw the Yankee logo. I was just hoping you did not get Garrett Cole. This boy had some promise, man. And I don't even know what's in this. I was gonna mail this too to the winner. I have no idea what I put in here because I got a whole ton of these Topps projects. This was gonna be a bonus surprise in the package. What the heck is that? Why? The Natural, Sandy Koufax. I was like, wait a minute, I don't know who did the artwork. I got a bunch of these whenever they ordered, so I wanted to throw these in with people's stuff. Here, try to get back in the bubble wrap. It was 121 total, 121 unique comments. The other comments that you see, because it was like 240 something, was me commenting back, so that people would see that so I know I put them in the contest basically. Let me find my sleeves for these somewhere here in one of these packs. Oh, where I hid the sleeves at for these. That's PSA. Oh, there they are. One touches. Not a White Sox. Hey, I was happy when I saw it was a Yankees card. I was hoping it was going to be him or Jeter or even Judge, but a rookie's even better. And being gold out of 50, definitely take it. Oh no, thank you, thank you. Send me your address so I can email this out to you, or email this out to you so I can mail this out to you. And as long as I get it here tonight, I should be able to get it out tomorrow. Wrong bag. Oh, the hit of the base was a Bauer out of 199. He got a Voigt Gold rookie out of 50. This guy here, so many people were high on last year for the Yankees. I remember his first Bowman's going stupid in the rooms. And then I threw in one of the Project 2020s. This one was Sandy Koufax by the Natural. I couldn't remember who did them. Okay, sent right now. Just make sure it's you. You're from Wisconsin, right? Oh, this was nice. I like this. I told you I wanted to do something different and have something where it's a guaranteed auto. Okay, yep, that's you then. Just want to make sure. I will have this email or mailed out, packaged up and mailed out for tomorrow. And you should get a message from PayPal saying it was shipped out because I use PayPal shipping. Yeah, I'm going to put it all in a small box because I don't trust the bubble mailers for this stuff. Nice. I like that Voight. Oh, YouTube itself, probably 4 years. But see, we used it as a backup to Breakers TV because they would crash on release day. And you didn't want to have that break in your video to where people question you, so the live was still on YouTube. Technically, really concentrating on YouTube, maybe year and a half, 2 years tops. I was doing a lot of breaks though. So there was never really like content for the channel. And this year here, I wanted to change mostly because there's so many new people out there. I know people get tired of looking at breaks and stuff like that. But I wanted to do something to where the information I was spreading between messages, emails, or whatever got to everybody. Because what I was learning the most over the past probably 6 to 8 months, roughly, was that a lot of people were new and didn't know like a whole lot of what was going on with a lot of the scams that were going on to products and different things like that. So I wanted to do something different this year. Eventually, I'll start having some videos of some of the card shows too. I set up on the 20th of next month, so I'll probably do a walk around and stuff. I don't know if I'll be able to go live from there or not, but see how that works out. And I got a new piece of equipment coming in supposedly tomorrow. If I can figure it out, I'm going to do a video and show you guys this thing. And you will be amazed by it. A buddy of mine showed me this, and I was like, no way. And he did this off of, like, I think it's called FaceTime on the phones. And I was amazed by the picture quality of what he was doing with it. I was like, wow. And if so, this beats, like, puts really going into looking at your cards for grading even greater. Yeah, and that's why I try like I when I get the boxes in, I just put the videos up onto it. Because some people still like to watch because they'll look to see what I'm going to be tossing in the store with it. I like the information part too, Chris, because it's a lot of knowledge that I can share out there that I get from like all kinds of people out there. And I've learned so much even just from the comments that people make on the videos that it's been great because it's really helped me a lot more on stuff that I wasn't sure on. And I think there just had to be a common place where people could come and reference stuff. And I'm almost tempted. I have a Facebook group page for breaks. I am tempted to modify it to where everybody from the channel could go in there and use it for like, hey, I see this here. Is this, this card legit or whatever type deal to where everybody can help out each other. I'm thinking about doing that. Now, granted, there's some people in there that, do some big, or used to be bringing the break in stuff that'll be able to help out with a lot of the questions in the group. But I'm thinking about doing it with the Facebook group that I already had from breaks a while back. The only fear I have is I don't want it to turn into. If you guys know what the sports card scammer Facebook group is, I don't want it to turn into that to where every message is about somebody ripping them off on Instagram or Facebook and stuff like that. Yes, I think that would be the best there. And see, that's the thing where I wanted to stay away from. I mean, I have probably blocked about 6 to 10 people now off of the YouTube page just because of them really bringing a lot of hate trash talk. I mean, I got it. People are going to have different opinions on stuff, which is fine. And I mean, I understand people are going to call scammers other words, which don't bother me. But it's whenever they attack another member that's new or doesn't have the knowledge, I quickly get rid of it because we don't. I don't want poison in here. Basically, I love joking around and stuff. I mean, don't get me wrong, but somebody new the hobby is insurance something, and people start telling them that they're dumb or whatever choice of words is. I just don't like that. I think you need to have a group to where everybody understands that there's a lot of information and things are changing constantly. And, you may need help on something. Oh, hey, Jeff. Yeah, it really is. Knowledge is power, especially being aware of what you're getting nowadays. And see, that would be the hard part, though, DC Irish, is that being able to mod that Facebook group would be the hardest thing for myself to do. I do have mods that are in there already for my breaks, so these should just let people in because they bought into the break. I'm like, hey, somebody just requested you guys hit it up, let them in. But I would like to. I think I would like to keep the group, if I do that, very, very secluded and private, to where not everybody's going to come through there and start posting, oh, I have sub boxes for sale and their stuff like that. I mean, this is no joke. I get probably 1 to 2 emails a week about people wanting me to buy their subscription box at 10% off and then give you guys 5% off. I'm not about that. If somebody wants to give me 2 boxes of their subscription boxes to try, I don't like because they can load this stuff too, is the other key thing. I would open one live and give that live out, and I'll take the unopened one and give it away too. I don't want the stuff coming to me for that purpose. But I just don't want to be an advertising channel for people's stuff too, unless I really, really believe in it. It's very true, yeah. Everybody is considered a noob at one time frame. I didn't know what that meant until I was video gaming like 10 years ago and somebody called me a noob. I'm like, what the heck does that mean? And this girl's like, he means a newbie. And I'm like, oh, okay. Oh, no, thank you. I appreciate you watching them. I wanted to be able to have more information flow this year. And like I said, a lot of it dealt with people asking me the same questions, and they were becoming very redundant. And I didn't want to start copying and pasting messages because that just isn't me. I like to actually personally respond. And I was like, wow, if these people all have questions on this stuff, you imagine how many more people out there would have the same question. So I kind of went that way with it all. And I mean, if the National happens this year and a bunch of you guys all want to go up to it, I may show up. I don't know. I'm not too sure about the National this year. But, I mean, we could all go do a trade day or a trade afternoon or something. I could figure something out one of the little lobby areas. FC gamers, yeah. That's the only reason I knew what that word meant. I still have a lot more ideas with the channel for the year. Um, a lot of it is going to be content getting it too. Some of it takes a little bit to do, some of it research. I don't mind doing it. But, a lot of times just by somebody emailing me something, it regenerates something in my head. I'm like, wow, it's something I know is a common knowledge thing that, a lot of people might not. And that's where I start getting the information to do the videos at. Hey, what's up, Bobby? Yes, that was the idea behind it. I didn't want Bobby to really seem like it was going to be. I didn't want to be like a school lesson onto it, but I wanted people to watch the video And if there's a background to it that's not explained in the video, I want to give it beforehand to let people make their own judgment first. Because there's certain things that were, what was it, the last video or two ago where the guy was just like steady with his hand, you know, there was a backstory to it that I wanted to fill in. Everybody's going to draw their own conclusions. Then I give my point of view onto it. But I don't want to be that influence right off the bat. I want people to see what they see offhand, what they think. Now, some of this stuff I'm just straightforward with. Like tomorrow, I think it's an evening video. The first video will be like a box break of, I think, Optic Football. But it's something I found on eBay. Pretty crazy. You are. They have. It was already done. It was DC Irish. DC, that's a hard one for me on that. You know, Platinum really, really helped me out when I first started doing this, when breaking. And I have love for Dave and G. I don't really break with them anymore. It's nothing personally or nothing. I don't get a lot of people's breaks at all. When I was trying to figure out the breaking world and how to do stuff, Dave was tremendous in helping me out. But the ripping of the Laurie Markkanen card, I remember that. And if I recall correctly, wasn't that done due to him putting it in a one-touch wrong? And I think, really, with the way people attack Platinum over the years, he got, really self-defensive onto it, and I don't blame him either. But ripping it up, yes, that I'm sure that probably even still haunts him to this day. What's up, Dr. Full? But I want to start doing some videos. Yeah, and I mean, this is no joke. When I moved into this house, the people that neglected to tell me that when they had it fixed, that the water damage by the, what do you call that thing, the porch door, it slides open, sliding glass door, they fixed it and tell me that there was rot under there, and I had to get a whole new subfloor put in. And when I told Dave I needed to sell some cards, there was no questions asked, because I already spent a ton moving and buying into a house. So, but that whole thing with the Markkanen is very, very touchy. Just not even due to the relationship we have. They had to deal with a lot of people ripping into him back in the day. I wouldn't have ripped it up. I understand that he did it because he wanted to take it out of circulation, but yeah, I don't know. I want to know, back to where you were bringing that at about the breakers. I'm thinking about doing, because we talk a lot of bad on the channel with scams and lessons learned, stuff like that. I would like to start featuring some people, but I don't want them to be like reaching out to me type deal. Oh, I bet you that was it was during his rookie year, so what, about 3 years ago? I want to start like showing people that there are breakers out there doing good things. And I don't want to use it as like promotional material for them, but I want to show there's actually people that break and do care, I guess, in a way. If that makes sense. Oh, it's Luke Voigt. Out of 50. I just don't know if doing those type of videos would be good or not. And it was going to be one of my videos that I do to really see what everybody thinks of the channel. Would it be right to actually go and find, watch the breaks for a while, people doing, and highlight, hey, these guys they got good, I don't want to say good prices, but they have a good setup, they treat their customers good, stuff like that, or not? Yeah, there's some really good people out there. I will not lie. I mean, if you've been around for a while then, DC Irish, you know who Bates was from Nasty Breaks. I was a big fan of him the way he did his stuff. I used to love doing serial number breaks by the case of Flawless and Prism Box Wars back in the day. And the other thing I want to highlight, with some of the breakers that I've even dealt with, was their customer service was outstanding. Yeah, and I'm thinking about doing something like that to where I do a video and you guys give me a bunch of breakers to look at. I may know who they are already and just, not really have to look at them. But, people that are doing something good in the hobby, and it doesn't even have to be a breaker, it could be somebody's channel. Say some guy has like 200 subscribers and they're putting out good info, and it's not more like they're soliciting stuff out there. I'm thinking about doing something like that, and maybe once every 2 weeks put something good out there about somebody. I mean, do you guys think that's something good to do? I mean, we still got like 20 people in here or so. I know we keep having people rolling through. I don't know if that'd be something everybody would like to watch and stuff with putting the time into it. Okay, nice balance then. Okay. Yeah, I was thinking about doing it because there's a lot of people out there that do a lot of good, and there's a lot of people, personally, I don't agree with some of the stuff they do. It is, and that's why I want to look at like trying to bring some positive stuff. And that's mostly why a lot of times you'll see me do giveaways because there's something positive taken away from the scammer bit of it all, and even knowledge based stuff. Um, I was trying to think of how to really do stuff that way. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, you got him. There's a sports card investor I seen does them now. Is it Pac-Man 87 does them on a different channel? But see, I don't want to do them to like, and this is no offense to Jabs or anybody likes Jabs. I don't want to do it if people are having to pay Patreon to join somebody's break. I want it to where they got like a website, or if you guys know who Real Breaks is, Tom and I forget the other guy's name. I've talked to Tom a few times when I first started out too. That's the only reason why I remember Tom's name. I think it's Ryan, if I recall right. Um, they run a real great group. Yeah, 502 Frank's bought some stuff from me before. He buys from the shows every now and then from me too. He actually came to my first show that I held in Elizabethtown because I couldn't find anything big. It was in the tourism center. And I remember him like coming through, going through my $1 and $2 boxes and like falling in love with it there. And I remember him saying he was doing YouTube then, and I didn't put two and two together until one day one of his videos popped up about that Zion auto he pulled. Oh, really? Wow. Yeah, see, I remember the names because I'll be honest that we use the same distributor. And when I was struggling with stuff and I didn't want to keep asking Dave at Platinum or Bates because I figured I was just like, I felt like I was bugging him too much on this stuff. But he linked me up with Tom. And Tom answered a lot of questions, especially with like the Facebook world of it all. Doesn't ship base. Oh, heck no. I always ship base because I don't want the stuff. I don't need it or want it. A lot of times, that's why I tell people if you go back and watch some of my videos, I always make sure I tell people you're getting a box from me because you have way too many base cards. And I'll just team bag them and I'll put them in like 300 count boxes into another box. I'll run a break here because there's been a lot of people asking about it. I'm thinking that when Inception Baseball comes out, I got 6 boxes, and I'm thinking about putting a couple Heritage boxes in it because with Inception, you're not every team's gonna hit. If I add Heritage to it, at least people that buy the team because they're a collector, a team will hit with it and get something out of it. You know anything about the free vouchers to use from there? Are you talking about PSA vouchers? Yeah, I'm one of the people. I ship everything. Everything. I even went as far as whenever they had the big cards, box toppers. I have top loaders for them, and I have to then go and I don't even think I have one of the cases here anymore. But I bought the picture envelopes and I was laying them in the boxes for everybody. Yeah, I'm not a person that doesn't. The only time that I don't like doing is like when there's paper base. I'll ship all the. That's probably the only thing I don't ship everything of. I take it back. I will ship all the first Bowman paper, but the base vet paper I never did just because it's. If you do a case, you're probably looking at 3 hours sorting. But I also make sure everybody knows it too. But you still, like I said, you still get all the first Bowman paper and stuff like that. But if that's on full cases, when it's like a couple box breaks, I'll just ship it all. Yeah, I don't. I think that's the only thing I've never shipped like that. It wasn't everything. I did it like one time. The one I used to really dread doing was Allen and Ginter. That sorting and shipping was horrible. Allen and Ginter, and when I was doing full master cases of Don Russ baseball that year. Oh gosh, I think it was like 3 hours to break it because the cards went every which way. There's a lot of people now opening up card shops now. I think about it, I've seen a lot of people doing it. You know, before I bought the place I'm in now, I was looking at a place down the road from here, and the lot of land had a house, and then like had like this little business complex onto it. I think it was like a carpet place or something like that. I almost bought it. Now I kick myself for not doing it. Well, I do those always non. I think I called it non-baseball spot, but those were huge, huge, and I could see why people were paying like $100 and plus onto that whole thing. Because at first I just ran it as an eBay break one case, and I think a full case break it sold for like $140 for the non-sports spot. It was insane. Yeah, that was one heavy product there. But see, with now anymore, you want every card that you get into a break for because of, sadly, the grading opportunities on it. I don't know what the new prices are going to be, but you know, you had to grade everything and try to get your money back. Yeah, see, what I used to do with the paper base from Bowman every year, then it was just the vet base. I would take those and I would make these bags up for. It's not a boys and girls club. What the heck did they call that down here? It was another thing, and I would take them down there, and they would give them out to the kids down there. And normally, I would put like an old vintage pack, like '87 tops in it, and then I'd throw like a pack of tops from whatever the current year was in for them. You have to with all that. And see, that's why if I would have bought that other place, I would have been on my land. So if the alarm would go off, it'd be over. And there wouldn't be windows. It'd just be like, I'd have the double door thing coming through. But yeah, that's the one thing you got to worry about. I've never seen this dog this tired. She played for like an hour today with cleaning lady's son. Like literally out. Just moseyed over to put her head in a bowl of water. That's kind of like why I like having an online store. And I don't even keep much here anymore. A lot of my stuff is all in safety deposit boxes and stuff like that. But I'll look at doing something with the Inception baseball and maybe like 2 boxes of Heritage. We'll do a pick your team. I'll have to figure out the pricing on it. Because everybody's been asking for a break and trying to do one. And then a lot of people started up because of Museum. They liked the Museum last year I did. I think we had that mixed with Museum and Clearly Authentic for some reason. Yeah, yeah. That's the one reason why I don't keep hardly anything here. There's the base box cards are here. There's, certain things that I have here, but honestly, if we went value wise, 80% of my value is not in my home. It might even be more, to be honest. I'd probably even say maybe 85% is in safe deposit boxes. Yes, I had to get the same thing there. I went through American Collectors Insurance, and they have a rolling list of what I own, and then they give me a thing to where I update it, quarterly. So if I sell, say like, what's behind me? Uh, Ain't nothing big. It's all PSA. We'll just say I sold like my Herbert, their PSA 10 Tatis is behind me. I take them off the list and I just say updated this part of the list. I think it's called American Collectors. Let me see if I can pull it up here. That's my home warranty. Hold on. That's not them. It must have been underneath this email. Oh, that was American. Maybe it's America. Oh yeah, it's America Collectors. It's American Collectors. Yeah, I was right. American Collectors. Oh, okay, yep, that's who I use. Yeah, I just see because originally when I did it, I didn't realize it didn't fall underneath my renter's insurance, and I bank with USAA, and that's when they told me who to go use. They gave me a list of like 3 or 4, and the rep that I've used actually has been there the whole time for like 6 years, amazingly. And she has everything because I told her at times I do pull stuff out of the safety deposit box, so she told me just to mark all that stuff. And we listed that one way, and then we rotated the other part as a business thing onto it. So with that, there it always has inventory rotating. You ain't kidding on that, Chris. I'll tell you. I now the my main personal one it's on because I have 2 different policies. That one there very rarely changes per year unless I upgrade a car. Because you got to think that's like my old vintage, my Clemente's, Jordan Autos, and stuff like that. Nolan Ryan's, Crosby's, Lemieux stuff that I put all through there. There's like a Mahomes NT rookie graded and stuff like that. that I moved into there. The stuff I got here, I don't think the highest card value that's presently here might be 1,500. There's a gun in every room here. No, it never has been. Never has been. Now I am like with each box. That was the hard part. You're only FDIC insured. I think it's 250,000. That's why I had to have multiple boxes. And now that the Jordan stuff that I have, there's no way of telling what the value is. I've talked to them up there, and I think I'm going to have to move those around between and get another box. You know, I've seen people doing that on freaking videos where the business is broken into because they run a car right through the freaking wall or the window and stuff. I mean, by doing that, you only have so much time to react. Definitely interested on that stuff. Wow, yeah. Some of the stuff I've seen some people doing to get into stores, I'm just amazed by it. And then, if you have a store, and we'll just say I was in Louisville during the time of those riots, man, I would have had armed security there. Oh, wow, yeah. See, that would be my fear of owning a card shop. And really, if you would own a card shop, would it be smart to go and have it inside a mall? Probably not. I mean, it's really one of those things that's really hard to where you put it at because I would be the type of guy that would have armed security there at all times. But I guess that's also why they have big insurance policies for all that stuff too. Oh wow. Yeah, with the recent price increase and inflation of cards, I can only see people wanting to do that. Fortunately, like I said, a lot of my big stuff's sitting in PSA right now. Anything would be over like 2 grand there for sure. But I don't even keep much here inventory wise anymore. Wow, rebar into it too. Oh yeah, hey, I tell you what. As soon as I get Pokemon in, the guy that I know comes and meets me. We meet down the road just because keeping our things separate, especially my house. Now there are people that know where I live and stuff like that there, but the thing is, I own a townhome, so there's a person to my left and right, and the person to my left, she's older and is always home, and the people to my right, they they have kids and they work different shifts, and somebody's always home. I have like some of the most nosiest neighbors in the world here. And the sad part is that my nosy neighbors aren't even the ones that live to my left and right. They're the ones across the road and diagonal. For a while, I was having DoorDash come here and deliver food during COVID, right? And so I went out to my mailbox one day. I didn't have a pickup scheduled that day. And of course, the neighbor was like, Or not my, not the neighbors to my left or right. They were down a little piece. They're like, you have a lot of people coming in your driveway, and I'm like, oh, that's DoorDash. They're like, you let them inside? I'm like, nope. Yeah, I had little Akobe autos. All went up there. Oh, I just went up there and redid all my boxes in October. I think it was October, either that or early November, one of the two. Yeah, when I saw that stuff going up, I was like, these are gone out of here. Oh man, they got huge safes up there. They put my little safe to shame. And I mean, that safe's big and heavy. There ain't no way you can move it. The sad part is I live right by Fort Knox. I work there too. They're not too locked up anymore up there. The old place that's up there, they are. Where everybody thinks the gold was hidden back in the day. Maybe there really is gold hidden there. I don't even know. You can't even get in that little section of post. Yeah, I've luckily held on to. I think there's four Kobe autos. One is from Flawless. One is an iMac. One I think is Hoops, if I recall right, 'cause it's a cheaper one. Well, it was a cheaper one. That was my other one. Oh, I have an in-flight one at Kobe too. That's what it is, in-flight auto from Select. I think it was from like 17, 18, or maybe 18, 19. Nice. Yeah, you'd be surprised if you start going through stuff. I don't know. There's just so much stuff going on anymore, it's hard to guess. I mean, with the hedge fund things now and everything else, I don't know. I think I don't know. I think we're going to see eventually a dip in the market, and it might be either due to a rookie class that comes out being horrible, or it could just be that like one big hedge fund dude gets out, tells his buddies, and now like there's that ripple effect. I think if anything happens, we'll end up seeing the decrease in base over numbered cards or autoed. But I don't know if ever be real inflation because just what happened here recently. That I think about it, with all the shill bid and everything else that's gone on. You mean back in the day, you wouldn't even see big cards moved. And if they did, they were like in secret, where either only those two people knew or a handful knew it changed hands. Nowadays, everything's so public. A Jeter rookie card autograph. The only problem is there's a giant seam. I would get the auto if I would get the auto certified if it was like in person or something like that, just to prove that it's authenticated. I wouldn't grade the card if there's a big fold across the middle. I think what happened with vintage was everybody got bored in modern and people started thinking outside the box and it hit vintage. I really think that's why, because the prices on modern got so what I call stupid high that people started selling and buying the vintage that were lower pops because they knew the newer stuff had such a high pop versus like we'll use like an 83 tops PSA 10 Tony Gwynn rookie as a low pop compared to that. And they put their money into that, which caused the market to go up. That's my honest thinking of it. And then, some people just like, oh, let's get into some of the goats and the, players from back in the day too. That's what I think offhand. I'm not sure. I've heard various people talking about it, but the more that I seen them talk, it was that they were selling their newer stuff at a high premium, and then instead of buying back into it, they invested into older stuff from like the 60s, 70s, 80s, even 90s that was lower popped. Which made it good though if you own the cards and they're now up to what they are. I mean, I sat there looking at like I couldn't believe Barry Sanders' score rookies were going for the amount they were because I remember buying them at PSA 10s were like 125 when I bought mine. That just shows how much they went up. Yeah, those are going to go up because you got to think here, the hedge funds when they gobble all these cards up, okay? They own them, and then they're like having investors invest into them like stocks or percentages. So you're taking that big chunk out of the market, okay, not to be bought again, unless people are like, oh, let's sell this card and make this money, and they all make their percentage or however it works. To me, you're taking that card out of population because you might have 100 or 1,000 investors into it, and so that's going to become lower to be able to get, which is going to drive the prices up. So yeah, your nines and stuff are going to go up in value because of it. Because anybody who wants that card is going to have to, basically settle for a lower grade on it. That is very true. And I brought this up with a couple people I talked to on the phone over the past couple weeks. So if I pulled a Jason Dominguez first Bowman auto, I would sell it, grade it, and sell it, and buy something that's lower popped. Then I would now if I would have pulled one like out of a box that was out of 50, I probably would hold it just to see what happens. But even same like when people were selling Luca based prisms at like almost 2,000 a card, I unloaded all my Lucas almost. I literally kept the tiger stripe that I have of him from Prism. I have two PSA 10 silvers, one Beckett 9.5, and I had like 20 of them total. I had cards for a while that I just never sold. And I was in a lot of Razes that I was lucky in. You gotta think, I was buying Jordan autos back in 2014 and people thought I was stupid paying 12 to 1500 for them, and now they're like $20,000 cards. So I just picked the right stuff to get into back in the day. And I held it because they were collecting it. I don't know what I would get for all my stuff, to be honest. I had no idea. I have Jordan autos that are out of 5 and out of 10, so. And there's Jordan cards with, like, I have a Jordan. It's Jordan, I want to say it's out of Upper Deck Black. It's Jordan, Garnett, Kobe, and LeBron auto, and I want to say that one's out of 5 or out of 10. And I have no idea. Take it to Golden Auctions, they might be able to get me 1.3 million or something stupid for it. I have no idea. I just was like, whenever I first started, people would break cases, okay, and the only thing you were chasing were autos back in the day. Occasionally you'd hit like a gold or an orange parallel or refractor, and you're like, cool, and you grade it and you throw it on the side. And that's really what happens, really, with a lot of it. Yeah, no Jordan autos are leaving my hands. No, they're not even here. The only Jordan card that is in my possession here was this because it came from CVC in the mail. That's it. That's it. All my Jordans are locked up. My Clementes, my Nolan Ryans, my Sidney Crosby rookies and rookie autos. I take it back. I have one Sidney Crosby auto behind me that I haven't put away yet. Um, I do from when I was a kid. I was given some Babe Ruth cards that are graded. Those are put away. Uh, I have a couple like fourth and fifth, sixth, seventh year Mandels. Those are put away. Now I do have an issue with wax. I ain't gonna lie, because when I deployed, I used to have this brilliant idea that I was gonna come back and get drunk and just open up wax, and I never did. So I do have a handful of wax and stuff that I won, or I was just buying extra of, like Luca's rookie year Prism. I have Prism boxes, but the reason why is I was sitting on like 20 plus Luca silver Prisms. I didn't want any more. And so, like, my order would be like, say, $480 a product that week. I'm like, oh, just throw me a box of Prism retail or hobby in. I think retail was like 70, $80, and now they're like 2, 3 grand. I stopped in 95 collecting because I joined the army. And then in about 97, I started picking up Jordans then. And that was the only thing I was buying was Michael Jordan's and occasionally a Nolan Ryan. I didn't get back into it till I got back to Pittsburgh in like 2000, and then I started picking up certain cards, and then of course Roethlisberger became our quarterback. I started picking his up and Crosby, so I moved into a lot more. 80s baseball wax. I have an 82 Tops box. It's sealed by BBCE, of course. I have two, I want to say 83 Topses. It might be about it for Tops through those years. I think I have like a case of vending boxes from like 87 Tops, but I know I have like a rack pack box too from 87 Tops now I think about it. The 82 I probably wouldn't get rid of. I have two of the 83. I would have to find them and see. Let me think about it, because those I put away. Uh, I wish I'd have bought more back in the day, but I didn't, and I kicked myself for it. Like, honestly, the 89 score football, I was buying them at like 225, 250 a box, and I knew I should have bought more. And I'm only sitting on three boxes, but I'll let you know on to it. Let me think about it. Let me go look at them too, because I'm pretty sure there's two 83 Topses. I'm almost positive on it. I have a couple I know, like Don Russ and Fleer in the 80s. They're older too, I remember seeing. But I'll look at it. Yeah, send me an email. I'll look at it. What's up, Joel? Because that thing's deep into my safe. All those. What's up, Callie? Oh, we're just hanging out. I've been on for a while. We did a giveaway, and DC Irish came on. We did his opening. I gotta get his stuff shipped out to him tomorrow. But I've been just hanging out, talking. Yeah, we've been chatting away for a while, really. 2 hours now. Wow. Did not even realize that. All right, everybody. I'm gonna go ahead and bounce off here. I didn't realize I've been on for like 2 hours chatting away. I gotta get this stuff packaged out for DC Irish too. I gotta get an order put in for post office to stop by tomorrow. But I do appreciate everybody for the support, subscribing, and everything. 4,000 should be right around the corner here shortly. Hopefully in a month, two. I don't see more than three. So we hit that up. I'm gonna do like probably a top 5 for that on a giveaway. But I do appreciate everybody. I'm gonna get some packaging done here and hit the hay because I gotta be up early for work in the morning. So appreciate it. Have a good night. Card deal, make sure you email me so I remember. I'll flag it in my email. So if I get a chance this weekend, I'll go in there and double check into the safe onto it. I think there's 2. But appreciate number 4. Yeah, he claimed it. We were wondering if he was going to claim or not. But appreciate everybody. I'm out. There's 2 videos tomorrow. First one is a box break optic, and the next one goes to something I found on eBay you guys might want to see. But I will see you all. Appreciate it.